happened last time is everyone was like, "Man, what just happened?" As we all got up, and the Minotaurs like, I kind of started like kind of breaking apart, and we were like, "That's not good." And but we had like no idea what to do, so we brought him into an alley, and then Andre was like, "Man, that fisher's getting really big." And there's like a thing in it. So like what if, like what if I just and then he touched it and he got dragged in and it's like, well, yeah, that probably wasn't the best idea. And after oh wow, a lot didn't okay, yeah, after a lot of different kind of visions and a lot of things I tried to interpret, but then I had to like keep moving forward because a lot of other things were said that I had to interpret. So a lot of stuff happened. But after all of that, the Minotaur was gone, and then we were like, we just need to get out of town. So we got back at the cart, and there was like this thing in there, and there was like some liquid in there. And then while Mavis and Rayla were like, "Oh, let's see what this is," Andre was like, "Well, I mean, it probably can't be too bad." And then he drank it. Then he
Like a real
passed out. Well, yeah, he passed out, and then he's like, "Oh, he was kind of having a vision." But then, the Rayla and Mavis had to be lame, and then wake him up again during a vision, and then he's like, "Come on!" And now we're in the cart leaving.
You did great, Double. Have your inspiration.
Yes.
Also, just before we actually start, I want to say, depending on how this session goes, you guys might encounter riddles, and
Fuck. Fuck, I'm so
I
fucking
asked-
stupid,
I
guys.
asked yeah, I asked my mom, which one of them do you think is gonna do best at the riddles? And she said the American Girl. So Daria,
Dang it.
you have
Yes.
credence. Yeah, you got credence with my mother
Oh
apparently.
god.
I heard American, and I was like, "Yeah, it's me. Let's go." But that's
Oh,
fair.
God.
Sorry, that was mean. All right, and like you
so
said,
bad at riddles.
you might do great. It's not.
I mean, unless it's the Resident Evil type, then I'm okay.
Resident
You
Evil
might not
riddles and
encounter
like
them at
puzzles
all.
are stupid easy. Except for that one I don't know how to do.
The color one?
Shh.
All puzzles.
Oh wait, no, you were all there for that. Never
Right,
mind.
God.
The one where you had to move the two things.
Yep.
Wow. A
Well,
monkey
no,
might
there was
be able to do
actually
that.
Yumi and Greedo were there.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
And you guys were like trying so hard for it. I'm like, wait. Just. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this.
All right. And like you said, Double, as the session starts, you're just outside of the Drogoth of the city. You just come out. Some of the guards giving you a stink eye. You come out of the same entrance you came out in, and nowhere around you do you see too much. The fields are swaying quite violently in the thick, pouring rain, and far stretching well beyond the eye. You see each of these produce, some of them trying to be contained, to be sheltered by various farmers, but you don't see the queen anywhere.
Good.
There we are. What do you do?
Andre's just gonna like kind of like lean back on the seat and like kind of like rub his wrist a bit as he goes. So I kind of promised you all that I'd tell you my baggage, but do you want to hear that now or later?
Maybe it's just groans from the floor.
Yeah, later.
Where do you guys want to go?
Probably just towards that yellow light. That was our original goal.
I check the compass again, see if anything's changed.
I'll check it.
Looking at the compass, not much seems to have changed. As before, everything has shifted somewhat lightly to the left as you guys have progressed to the right. But other than that, no lights have appeared or disappeared.
Okay,
Oh,
I guess.
Out of character, I'm having trouble reading the map. I'm trying to read that next city, like the next closest city.
the name of that city. Which one are you talking about? Going straight to the east or
yeah,
south?
Was it
Or
on something? Underth? Undreth?
yeah, Andres.
Got it. Okay. That's all. And Mavis is gonna push herself up. I think we should probably go to the next city.
That was
Um.
the plan, I think.
Well, you said just go east.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's fair.
Cause like,
Yeah, we can. I guess we have to go back through the city to get there.
maybe we could go around.
Go around?
Or I don't know, like go around the city and then on the trail.
Why would we do that?
'Cause we don't want to go back to Tragoth,
Yeah?
so we go around Tragoth.
Well, we just left Trigonoth.
Yeah, you just left.
Oh, we like left through.
Yeah.
We went to the right of Tragoth?
Yeah, we're
I mean,
currently
did you? I assume you did.
Yeah, I thought we were
I was like, I don't know.
Oh, I thought we left the way we came.
Oh no, I was not. I would not turn back, honestly, at this point.
Okay,
At least not
okay.
here.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
I
okay.
was
We know where
like,
we are. Okay, never mind. Retcon that. How are our rations doing?
Double had bought 2 weeks
bought-
worth of
Yeah, I
rat.
bought a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's still doing pretty good. At this point, Yash, your rations are gone pretty much. Mavis, you haven't been eating yours, so you've still got most of them except 2, which I believe you've given away.
Yep.
And Double, you should still have about 10 days worth of that.
Bet.
Okay. So, I don't think it's a good idea to drink the bleach.
I agree. That's a good observation. Maybe.
What, we have bleach?
Thank you. Or whatever the fuck that is. I'm pointing to the cauldron.
Oh, that makes more sense.
I mean, it was given to us by that. Was it Tomas? He's a creep.
Okay.
Like, who signs off their name with a heart?
I had a... Well... I guess it is kind
I
of
do
weird.
not. Yeah. I don't trust him. But, Rayla, you said this is like a paint?
Yeah, something like a paint or something like that. Doesn't seem that specialized.
Maybe we can, like, try and use it on, like, a board or something and see what happens?
I guess.
Okay. Do you want to try and put it over a board?
Do we have, like, a board? Or are we just gonna, like, throw it on the back of the cart?
I don't exactly have a brush.
You've got hair.
I have a brush because I have painters supplies that I forgot about.
I got
Hair
a
for
hammer.
everything.
Well, shit!
Rayla always has the weird utility items that we need.
I've come prepared. Yeah, if you want to paint it or like use it for something here. So it's in the back where you guys are.
Okay.
Okay.
Not much.
Do you happen to have, like, a canvas or something? Or should we just do it on the wood?
Let me see. Would doing it on the wood be a good idea? I feel like
I don't know. I mean, I advise against drinking it from a medical perspective. But if you wanted to do it again, I might look the other way.
I won't. Don't do it again.
Okay.
Okay. Like you see that Andre was like, "Oh, really?" It's like, "Oh,
Oh wait, what if I drank it?
I don't know if you should."
Yeah, but like, my body is a little bit different than yours.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I was
Yeah,
still onto
true.
something. Well,
What?
unless the light I saw was me literally dying.
You saw the lantern?
I saw a light.
It could have been the lantern. That's Death's brother.
What?
Have you
Okay,
seen
wait,
that?
no. All right, wait. I'm gonna drink it. And Mavis goes to cup her hands in it and slurp.
Okay, does anybody try and stop her?
Hmm.
I'll take that. as a
No.
no.
I'm trying to like
Okay.
think. I'm like, would Andre do that?
Actually, okay, Rayla's gonna try to make a move to like stop her, but she's like outside the car, so
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
like hard break.
yeah, stop the car. She's gonna make her way to the back.
Okay. As maybe as you approach a container, you grab a scoopful with your hands and just gulp it down. As Andrea looks on, curious, and Rayla looks back a bit panicked and makes a move towards you.
Yeah.
And you chug it all down. Make a con save, please.
I don't know how resistance. Wait, hold on. What do I have for it?
Yeah.
Con save.
Should have
Okay.
vertically inspired you. Actually, wait, no, I think I
Nah.
ran out of those.
I think I'll be okay.
It's maybe.
Hey,
I think. Oh, I got a nat 20. I'm fine.
yeah, you are. As you chug it all down, the taste is completely bitter, acre even in your mouth. It fills all over your tongue, almost coating it like some sort of honey, and it makes its way down your throat. It tastes extremely unpleasant, and you barely manage to stop yourself from vomiting it all back out. But beyond that, it doesn't seem to be doing too much.
Okay, guys. It's too late to fail it, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Oh. It didn't work. Ugh. Do we have water? Like gum?
Yeah, here.
Mint? Do we have mint leaves?
Thanks,
Please?
mint
No, you don't.
Okay. Oh, I said gum, and I'm like, wait, I don't think gum exists. I'm gonna, just gurgle and like spit out the side. Ugh.
Yeah. Did anything happen?
No, it just tastes really bad. Maybe it didn't work because I'm like sorta dead.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you didn't get knocked out at least.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Huh.
Dude, maybe we should just paint it. Unless Rayla, you want to taste it. It's really bad. I don't recommend it, but it probably won't kill you.
There's a canvas with the
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Do you want us to use it to paint then?
Yeah, if nothing else works, we can do your idea. Because it's not terrible. It's just let's try
Okay.
other options first.
Okay. Well, it won't kill you. Okay. We'll try it. Okay. Okay. So dip the paint in. Well, dip the brush in the bowl. And smother it on the canvas. Is anything happening?
Like, we're so
So,
dumb.
do you do that? Do you try and make like any specific shape or drawing or anything with it, or is it just like a splotch of paint?
I'm like brushing like against the canvas. Like I'm just putting paint on it, but I'm like brushing it out
Okay.
as
You,
if I'm like painting a wall.
Okay. You do that. You cover about halfway through covering the canvas. Nothing much seems to happen. There's you can hear in the distance faint thunder sprouting over one of the hills. Not much else seems to be happening. You finish painting the canvas.
Yes.
You don't sound sure.
Yes, I finished painting this canvas.
Okay. You fill out the entirety of the canvas. You spread it not too thin, making sure everywhere on the canvas is indeed coated very nicely with the bleach concoction. Not much seems to happen. You stare at the canvas for a few more moments, and you hear another bolt of lightning, much closer to you this time. It must be between just on the other side of Dragoth.
Should I try and use magic on it?
Yeah,
I mean, nothing's really happening. I mean, it seems like the storm's getting closer.
yeah.
But besides that, nothing's really happening. Okay, what do I want to do? Can I just, I guess, chill touch it? I don't want to destroy it or anything. I just want to use, like, necrotic magic near it.
Near it, so on the canvas, or
Or, I'll touch the canvas with a finger, but I want to have, necrotic magic activated.
Okay, so you chill touch it.
Yeah.
Okay, you do that as your finger connects with the canvas. Not much seems to happen. You see, however, that the paint itself seems to turn a bit of darker shade. After a few seconds of contact with your necrotic finger, it darkens completely, almost turning past a very deep purple, almost turning into a void-like color, completely absent of any other hue. It's not too large, however, just twice the size of your hand, approximately.
Andre, do you think, is this working?
Hmm? He's just kind of like not paying attention. He's like, what are you
I'm
talking
gonna
about?
hold up the canvas.
He
Hey,
just-
that's new.
Looking at the canvas, Andre, you see it kind of looks vaguely like a zebra. Very vaguely.
I mean, it could use some work, but you're getting there.
Do you want to try?
Try what?
I mean, my magic reacted to the paint.
Well, there's not much I could really do to it.
Oh, you don't have any magic left?
I could prestidigitate it, but that would just clean it.
Oh.
Well, I could paint something with prestidigitation, so I don't think that would help.
Do you? No, you should try that.
Or maybe not paint. I can like put symbols on stuff.
Okay.
You can put
What kind of
canvas-
symbols?
You can make a color, a small mark, or a symbol appear on an object or surface for 1 hour.
It's important to know that this isn't like this is purely magical. It's not actually like splotching paint on something.
Yeah.
It's like the
Oh.
illusion paint on something.
Okay. Okay, maybe I should just keep touching it with magic?
Well, I mean, hold on. I'm gonna just use prestidigitation. I'm gonna make the canvas slightly colder.
All right, you do that.
Within 1 cubic foot.
Yep, you can make the canvas slightly colder. It's a bit colder now.
Yep.
Did you do something?
Yeah, it's a little colder.
Oh, what happened, Andre?
I did this, and he's gonna make he's gonna like make Raylo's clothes slightly colder.
I don't know, it still feels
Why?
kind of warm to me.
Well, you're like frostbite 90% of the time.
Oh, okay. Is that why we don't do team high fives?
We can if you want to.
Yeah. Or fist bump.
Do we have to count into the fist bump, or do we just let them know when we do it?
I don't know. There's like a couple of kids in my neighborhood. Like they would do something cool and then they fist bump. We already did all the cool stuff. It'd be kind of lame to fist bump now, I think.
When we do something cooler later, we can all fist bump.
Yeah.
Hey, hand me that
Okay.
brush.
yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
Do you want me
idea?
to do more magic?
Huh?
Do you want me to do more magic on it? Cause like that brought this color.
I don't know.
Well, is this a color?
It's more of a lack of color.
Shade.
I mean, it feels like it's just like absorbing all my hopes and dreams of it, but
From being a digital artist, like, you know?
I mean, I can use a different kind of magic, maybe? I mean, unless you want to try something, Andre.
Can I try and draw just like that mask symbol I saw back in the visions?
Sure. So you just pick the brush and try and draw it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You do so. Make a sleight of hand or performance check, whichever one you'd like.
Go with performance. Oh, that was almost a natural one, but that's a dirty 20.
Dirty
What?
20. Pretty good. You managed to replicate pretty much exactly the symbol. Looking at it though, it seems like something's missing, but you're pretty certain it's not in the shape or any of the details. It's almost like it lacks energy or it's something. It's hard to pin down.
Yeah. So this is what artists feel like. As the guy looks at it.
What's wrong? I mean, it looks really cool.
Something
Yeah.
off about it.
What do you mean? I mean, it's really good, like technique-wise.
He's gonna place his hand on it.
Sure. You put your hand on it.
I'm gonna try to muster whatever. Actually. Yeah, he's gonna muster up whatever he can with, whatever can't. I mean, he can't. The only thing he could target it with would be prestidigitation, which is transmutation. I don't know if that matters.
Well, it's not. It depends what you do with it. If you try and just make an illusion on it, it'll have a different effect, or maybe a different non-effect. Than if you just chill it, or if you soil it, or if you clean it, that sort of stuff. Like it depends what you do with it.
So, since he can't, since it really seems like it's lacking like something, he's gonna try to see if he can color like basically outline the mask. Or, yeah,
Okay.
just kind of like fill it in, just because he doesn't know what's happening, so he's just throwing ideas out here.
All right. So you make an outline around the mask. What's the outline look like?
It's just kind of like a bluish color that's kind of like filling in all the kind of like lines.
Okay. You do so, and there it is. Not much seems to have changed, however. A few seconds after you do this, another bolt of lightning strikes further away. Rayla, as you're close to Fleet Chaser, you see he seems startled for a moment, and he stops. After a few seconds, he starts once more, and by now he's getting pretty damn. And his pace seems to be slowing down a bit.
Maybe we should. Actually, never mind.
Actually, you know what I probably should do? I wanna ritually cast Identify on this on this paint that we're using.
Oh, that's.
Oh wow, yeah.
How did you
That was smart, Double. I knew it.
Like
You
I
wanted
thought
to
about it,
start
but I was like, yeah, it's fine.
Fair.
So yeah, you cast it. Is there anything in particular you do while you're ritual casting it?
One way he does it is that he kind of like tells like a tale, but he just mumbles it, so it's really hard to follow because he's just doing it for function.
Okay, what's the tale?
It's like bits and pieces of like this like kind of like crime that he like tried to help solve at one point. Something about, you know, getting into like a bar fight, some other murmurings, a couple names are mentioned, but it's like borderline incoherent.
All right. You cast it, and as you reach the end of your tale, your magic takes effect, and you learn that this concoction does seem to have some aspect of lantern to it. The uses in particular of it seem to be tied through to the reaching of the mantis. The specific ways of it, however, don't appear to be close to you, but being in proximity to it does seem to have had effect. The influence of lantern on this doesn't seem to be particularly strong, almost like it's meant to be harmless or used very often.
He'll relay that to everyone.
Maybe we should pull over for right now and find some shelter. Or make shelter.
I think we gotta get struck by lightning. Chandra just like kind of says. It's kind of like thinking out loud.
Well, I mean, this might sound like a bit of a reach, but it seems like whenever we've done something with this paint, that lightning seems to strike.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I haven't been struck by lightning yet, so that'll be fun.
I mean, if we find, like, maybe go under, or are there, like, trees nearby?
Not quite yet. As you look to the horizon, your field of view is somewhat reduced due to the terrible weather. And Fleet Chaser hasn't made so much progress, being slowed down by the very same weather. But you can see that very much to the edge of your vision appeared to be some gnarled, mangled tree, almost like half-burned wood. It seems to be some sort of small forest. You can see a good dozen or so trees that surely expand further, but they're just too far to see. Even the dozen or so you do see, you can just barely make out with your acute sense. Andre and Rayla, you two would not see them. Unless you try.
There's some, like, creepy looking trees down there. I don't know how good of a shelter they'd make, but
It's something.
Yeah, we can head on over there.
and maybe we can give our horse a bit of a break.
Yeah. Yeah, really will head back up to the front of the car and head in the direction that Mavis pointed out.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, were those lightning strikes closer to Trugas or to us?
They seem to vary.
I'm just gonna do something out of curiosity right now. And instead of harnessing like chill touch and necrotic magic to touch the canvas, I want to use Druidcraft.
Okay. What do you do?
Blah, 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 blah. I don't. I guess like harmless sensory effect. I'll do the weather one. The like I'll use see if I can use the paint or whatever to make a little sensory. I don't know. I'm trying to touch it and make something.
Okay, you
I
can-
want to. I want to do it more to use the transmutation aspect of it, or the like whatever kind of magic would be using it. I want to like channel that into my hand, so like almost as if I'm about to make like a flower bloom or something, or a seed appear.
Okay, yeah, you can touch it with the harmless sensory effect to make it like smell good for a little bit or something.
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. I'll do that.
You touch it with that, and indeed, the smell does change. This time smelling a bit more like lavender than the somewhat chemical, even taste that both you and Andre still have on the back of your tongue of the bleach. Smells a bit nicer. It relieves. Not much else seems to happen.
The paint doesn't change.
Nope.
I'm worried I'm like killing the paint. Yeah, I should. I mean, I changed the. I feel like I destroyed it a little bit when I used magic the first time.
Destroyed it?
I mean, look at this color. I mean, what do you think?
He shrugs. I don't know. This wasn't really my forte.
Okay. Maybe if I cover the canvas with my normal magic, would you be able to clean it?
Probably.
Okay. I really don't want this to turn into like the freaking handkerchief thing from the beginning where it's just focusing so much on this.
I mean, it's not a statue, so at least you got that.
Okay, I'm just gonna put my whole hand on it and use chill touch.
Okay. You do so. As you do it like before, the paint or bleach seems to mutate, change, and it darkens as before. And the striking white of before turns in hue, almost like it's rotting and turns the same void of hue. It seems to be spreading far faster since you're using your whole hand instead of just one finger. And just by after even just 3 seconds, over half of the canvas is twisted in that way.
I'm gonna keep my hand on it till the entire canvas is covered.
Right. You do so, and every single bit of paint on it or bleach has melded, changed into the same complete void of any other color. The canvas itself doesn't seem to be too affected, as you see on the sides and behind it, there's still the striking white of the clean canvas. That hasn't changed.
Did any lightning strikes occur or the weather change at all?
The weather doesn't seem to have changed too much. If anything, it's getting a bit worse. By this point, Rayla, as you're driving the cart, you're starting to get pretty wet there. It's some thick rain. But lightning doesn't seem to immediately have followed it. If anything, there was one bolt of lightning just before you touched it. seem to have been on the horizon, to the east of where you're headed. Well, east. To the south, so to your right as you're headed east.
I'm gonna pick up the canvas a bit. The actual material isn't really affected. I figured that might have deteriorated or something. Layla, how you doing? You're doing great.
Yeah, we're getting there, yeah. It's just raining really hard out here, you know?
Uh, do you think we should turn back and wait for the storm to be over?
I don't know, it might not be the best idea to stay in Shabazz, right?
I mean, we weren't exactly in trouble.
I guess that's true. I don't know, we're not the ones being hunted by some queen, so I guess calls up to Andre.
I'd rather not go back.
I don't know if we have the materials to set up a shelter though or something. Well, we do. We could tent.
Yeah, we still have
Like
that
camp
big
out.
tent.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I don't think we should keep pushing forward with Serene though.
If you want to set up camp, I can agree with that.
How do you feel about taking a break from getting drenched?
I am all for it.
Alright.
As you talk, you start to approach the patch of trees that you saw before, and you see that it indeed is some sort of small forest. You can see peeking through the bunch of trees, and held by the fact that not a single one of them has leaves, each of them looking like just a charred husk of a tree. Some sort of building, perhaps, poking up. You can see there's a few of them, about a dozen or so. However, none of them seem to be in any decent state of repair. For especially for you, Mavis, with your keen senses, you can see that the roofs for many of them seem to be caved in, other walls completely destroyed as though a great force pushed them down.
The trees, do they look like they've been burnt with like by fire, by lightning strike, or do they look like they just rotted?
The trees here. Actually, make an investigation check.
That was in that one.
Yeah.
One. As you look at one of the trees in particular, you see that there's some sort of creature wriggling through it. It coils around the tree and goes up, nesting itself within it, going inside a hole. And looking at it closer, you can see that it's some sort of huge centipede. Yeah, you're absorbed in your observation of that, and forget to investigate the tree quite as much as you're focused on the centipede.
Insects are still living in them.
Cool.
I mean, those houses aren't exactly habitable. There might be sections that we could use. I mean, it's up to you guys.
I'm sorry, their houses.
You or buildings rather. You don't see them?
Yeah, can we see them?
The buildings? Yes, everyone can see it. For both you, Andre, as well as Rayla. Rayla in particular, if you have lower passive perception. It's hard to make out details. Andre, you can vaguely make out that the buildings don't seem to be in particularly good shape. As for you, Rayla, you can make the basic outlines of building in the distance.
I mean, that could just be someone's house.
No one lives here.
What?
I mean, no one could really live there. They're like super like you don't see the cave-ins? Those roofs.
He just shakes his head.
And they're all very unkept. I don't think anyone lives here.
He'll shrug and go. I mean, you think it's a good idea?
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's a period crushed in houses and these wicked looking trees. I'm sure nothing's gonna go wrong, guys.
We don't have many options.
No, this is fun. This is an adventure. You don't believe in ghosts, do you, Rayla?
I don't. I feel like I shouldn't tell you this information. I don't like them very much.
It's alright. We just gotta be scared than the ghosts.
You think there's ghosts there?
You don't feel the energy, Rayla?
What energy?
The deep sense of rot sinking in the area?
Andre's gonna try to subtly cast prestidigitation to make a chill go down Rayla's spine.
Make a
Oh,
stealth check if you'd like.
Okay, that's an 18.
18. You know that casting these things does make some noise that you have to actually say the words. So you move away and time your saying of the schematics of the spell with the rains and the lightning pouring all over so that it's not heard. And the effect does indeed happen without your noticing, really.
Yeah, oh my,
You know, Rayla, I understand you haven't really traveled as much as me and Andre, but the storm and the trees that are gnarled, you know, there's a legend.
well, my sister used to tell me some of these stories, but what legend?
You know, some adventure, or like bushy-tailed and wide-eyed. You know, they were traveling one day. And they came from a very sunny place. You know, flowers of all kind growing. And they decided to, you know, as all adventurers go out to do, travel. And they journeyed and discovered a path. And on this path, 30 minutes passed, and then, the sky started to darken. An hour. The clouds had gotten much darker, and by another 15 minutes in, it started to rain. And that rain turned into a pour. Thunder and lightning kept going, but yet the travelers, they kept traveling till they came across a building full of trees. It was a forest. There's a few buildings inside, and they were ecstatic. They found some shelter from the storm, right?
Yeah. And then they all lived happily ever after they stayed inside and they cooked a good meal?
I mean, they went inside and they cooked a good meal. But you know, they didn't really check to see if anyone else lived here. They kind of just helped themselves to the kitchen. They helped themselves to the bed. And, you know, they kept taking and taking and wouldn't give anything else in return. and the storm outside was getting stronger and stronger, while the travelers inside were cooking a delicious stew.
Mhm.
And what they didn't realize was this area was marked as a god's territory, and they had not provided any offerings to the gods around.
They probably just did it afterwards, right? So it's alright, it's okay.
Oh, no.
Well,
You know, because gods aren't very forgiving, and they don't really excuse ignorance. And they grew angry and sent a flurry of strikes to the forest around, and burned and crashed every tree and structure around. And the travelers inside, well, they couldn't. The roof had caved in. They couldn't get out. They could only watch as the fire grew closer and closer to where they were.
it burned in there?
It burned. First, it was their flesh.
Oh, stop!
Then it was their muscles. Eventually to the bone.
Oh, did you want to keep continuing?
And you know, dead bodies help fertilize the ground. But see, since the gods had cursed them, their energy was tainted. The grounds became haunted. And I don't know what the rest is.
You guys are the worst.
Huh. Thank you for tolerating my bullshit horror story, guys. That's out of
That was
character.
wonderful.
That's out of character.
Wow.
I
If you were
tried.
going, I respected the hell out
I
of it.
tried.
Respect it.
I respected the fuck
Thank
out
you.
of it.
Thank you.
It was great.
Thank you. I mean, this is fine. I really don't know how it ended.
Yeah,
I mean, I
well,
doubt that it's like this area appears to like rude guests and stuff, or right? That seems like it would be right. That seems like up the gods' alley.
well,
They seem like the type of people that would like murder you if you served them with the wrong spoon.
maybe. Well, we can just like stay here, you know? It's just trees. You don't have to go in the house. I mean.
Oh yeah, no, but these trees are definitely creepy. I don't know what's up, but something's up here. But yeah, no, we have nowhere else to go. So caved in house number 1, caved in house number 2. Where do you guys want to go?
You two can go in there, and I can just sit here in the middle of nowhere.
And get soaked.
I'll be fine.
You just gotta be scarier than the ghosts. It's fine.
Really, you are scarier than the ghosts.
I'm not sure about that.
Hey, if they're not scared of you, they'll definitely be scared of me.
That doesn't give me some comfort. You are pretty intimidating.
Well,
I
I
don't
don't know.
have
They tend to recognize. Well, game recognizes game.
Wow.
That's such an awesome way to put that.
So once I get there, I'll be the creature that's haunting the grounds. Let's go.
Alright, okay. Well, if we're all gonna be together, it's probably fine. I want to get out of the rain. My hair is soaking wet.
Oh. Yeah, no, it kind of sucks.
One of you can drive the car if you want.
I mean, we can just park it somewhere. Does it look like there's like ever been a stable here?
Looking, as you look around the various buildings, you do notice quite a few things that aren't completely unfamiliar to you. The buildings here seem to be stables of a small village. You see in particular the construction does seem to be dwarven, using thick stone and metal instead of lighter materials such as wood. Looking around, you see what must have once been a great smithy, now laying in shambles. Even the anvil toppled over, almost like it's broken into. Most other buildings, you do see what must have once been an inn, along with a creaking sign that's just barely holding on to the building itself. Through the building, an enormous fissure exists, almost like it was cleaved by some sort of great force. Looking inside, you do see that it's actually remarkably well preserved, and it's still very much intact. Besides that one huge gash in the building. From where you are, you can spot 3 bedrooms, along with what appears to be a reception desk. Other buildings around appear to be houses and the like. Um, and out in the distance, more removed from the other buildings, is an odd one. It looks almost like a tower. It doesn't rise too high, only about 10 meters tall, but protruding from it is a huge cylinder aimed at the sky. That building in particular does also seem to have received heavy damage. However, it's mostly at the base, and what appears to be capping the building, so the cylinder protruding from it, does appear to be mostly intact, along with the small half dome it's protruding from.
We can put our horse there and just sleep in the beds in here.
Yep, sure.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep. Ooh, and maybe we can find some like books or something or letters about this place.
Maybe.
I mean, this is. I mean, I've never run into this before. I mean, it almost looks war torn. Would the war have come this inland?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I said, would the war have come like this far in or inland?
Roll history.
I don't believe I was involved in this one, right?
You know for a fact you were not involved in this
Yeah.
one.
This
You
was
know
like
which war.
20 years ago.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure because I was like, I don't think I'd. Yeah, I just
No,
had to,
no,
I
the
had to make
fake
sure.
war that you were, or the not war that's a war. 16.
16. You remember the broad outlines of the Dryway War, and you know that this place would have definitely been hit at some point, as initially when the dragons attacked the dwarves, they made their way very deeply inland and forced the dwarves basically out of most of their territory, leaving only their capital untaken.
Okay. Oh, this place must have been hit by the dragons.
Oh,
Oh. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Where in living, yeah. I wonder.
Oh,
Ooh.
go ahead. Yep, you go ahead.
I wonder what historians will. I mean, they've had to know that this exists, right?
probably doesn't have any value.
Um,
Or they already know about it.
Yeah, it's a little ways out of the city. They must know.
I don't know. Questions for later. He's gonna take the canvas and the paint, and then hop out.
Oh, okay.
Where are you going?
He's gonna walk a good distance away, like a good 30 feet away.
Okay, you going towards anything in particular? Or are you going away from the village?
With how messed up this village looks, is the grass like soot?
It's no, the grass itself appears to have perished, almost run, like it ran out of nutrients in the ground.
Okay.
It's not it's not like it was burnt or anything. If anything, it seems very brittle.
Alright, in that case, he's just gonna get out 30 feet and just make sure that there's nothing above him.
Above him, okay.
Like nothing like covering him in the skyline.
Okay. You do so.
He's gonna start painting. He's just gonna try to see, it's like, let me see if this whole theory with the lightning is actually true, like if it actually seems to be manipulating the weather.
Motherfucker, are you trying to get hit by lightning?
He's interested.
I love Andre. Sure, then what do you paint?
First he's going to just start kind of painting that mask symbol again, but kind of like in like shorter strokes, you know, just kind of like painting, waiting, or just like about to hit it, waiting, just testing out all the different timings, see if it's just coincidence or not.
Okay. You do that for a little while, about 5 to 10 minutes, and during which you get absolutely soaked. But as you do so, you paint your mask. Roll again, performance or sleight of hand, whichever one you prefer.
Okay, I'll go with performance. Oh, okay, that's a natural 20 for a 27.
Damn.
You as you paint, it suddenly dawns upon you what was missing from your painting earlier. The mask itself wasn't whole that you saw. You remember in your vision, it was far more than a mask, almost like the bigger thing compressed into solely that symbol. You don't quite manage to find out what that bigger thing would be. Nothing strikes you immediately, but it does help as you paint the mask, knowing that it's part of a bigger whole. And the impression your art gives is very much distinct. And you paint it. Nothing seems to happen as you try and time your brush strokes with the lightning and the rain. No pattern quite emerged. Sometimes the lightning strikes before you paint, sometimes after, sometimes during. If anything, the lightning do seem to be getting somewhat more not common, but frequent. But no other pattern quite emerged to you.
Yeah, if nothing else happens, he'll just kind of bring it inside.
Where is inside?
Like inside that, like the kind of inn, or just at least a place that has at least some form of cover.
Okay. While Andre is busy painting, what are Mavis and Rayla doing?
Mila's gonna probably, like, untie the horse from the car and bring it inside somewhere, like out of the rain.
Sure. The only buildings with any semblance of structural integrity and roofs are currently the smithy, which is littered with destroy almost frackled, not frackled, sort of crinkling instruments. They seem almost like they twisted upon themselves with when a huge force was applied, forming wild patterns. So the smithy does have some sort of roofs there. It does not, however, have much in the way of walls. The inn itself, as I said before, has 3 rooms as well as the reception desk, which are all fairly decently covered from the rain and all have structural integrity. There is a small space to the left where the horse could barely fit. There most likely was another room or a storage area. Um, all around it are small bits of unrecognizable matter. It might have been paper, it might have been food. Very hard to discern. And there would be area, very rarely, for us to be there. In addition, there's also the odd tower, which does seem to still hold together.
I'm putting it in the inn.
Sure. Where specifically?
One of the rooms, if there's any room in there, just there. I try to tie it down to something.
Sure. As you enter the inn and walk around for a moment, you find a spot, a bit of wood that protruded. Once must have been a guardrail or a post, a bit hard to tell, but it still seems to be stuck fairly firmly to the ground. You enter, and as soon as you step on the flooring, wooden of the building, it creaks and a loud noise resounds. A smell immediately fills your nostrils of old, completely decayed material. Dust rises up slightly as you walk forward, and you hear loud cracks of wood as you walk on planks. You get to the area, and you try and tie down the horse. Roll sleight of hand or survival, whichever one you would prefer.
How do you survive? Or wait, I'll just wait. I say 17.
17, pretty good. As you try and tie down the horse does seem very agitated. He's looking around and jumping every time lightning strikes. He seems to be shivering also from the rain and the cold. You take your time to tie him down, wanting to spook him, and you manage to make a fairly sturdy knot, so long as the wooden bit on which you tied him doesn't break. It should hold. What about you, Mavis?
Hmm. I'd like to use Druidcraft to do the weather prediction for the next 24 hours.
Sure. How does it look like?
You can do
So, this is where the tiny harmless sensory effect mainly comes from. It's an effect that might manifest as a golden orb for clear skies, a cloud for rain, falling snowflakes for snow, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
It's very brief. It's for a few seconds.
Okay. So as you create the small orb, it seems to crickle for a few moments with small bolts of yellow going all around it, almost like a marble.
Mm.
After a few seconds, these change into a darkened color, almost like clouds going all over it. And after a few more seconds, the darkened gray material does seem to to move and let light shine through with a deep blue color, eventually leading to a yellow.
The storm will go away. I'm assuming I can see Andre in the distance.
Yes,
This
you
probably
can.
looks like a madman.
He's painting like his heart out.
Okay.
He does look very artistic.
I'm gonna go inside one of the bedrooms in the inn to rest,
Sure.
if I can. Yeah.
You go on the small set of stairs leading to the rooms. They seem to barely hold together, but they're sturdy enough for someone your size. and you make your way up there. The wood itself still run, still somewhat wet and crinkled. Again, like the tools in the smithy, it seems almost to twist in on itself. You enter one of the rooms and you find a bed, old and much like the rest, still twisted on itself. The sheets themselves, however, don't seem to be quite so rough. However, it seems almost like the hairs on them are risen. It's a bit hot. It's a very simple room with only 2 nightstands, one on each side of the bed, as well as a painting on top of it. The painting has long faded, and it's hard to tell what the subject might have once been, however.
It seems kind of hot. And do I get like like a sense of chills or being like watched right now, or?
Roll perception?
Yeah, would that be insight or perception?
I say perception, yeah.
Okay. That is a 23.
Yeah, you guys are rolling great today.
It's the +8.
Oh, no, it's still a 15.
Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
still,
good.
yeah, it's still.
And you look around. Yeah, you get an odd feeling like you're being watched, but looking around, you're confident there's nothing in here watching you.
Mm.
There's really nothing.
Mm.
Maybe it's just your imagination. As you look around the room, trying to find someone or something watching you, however, you notice that the wall behind the painting, which is barely hanging onto it, does seem to be somewhat different from the rest of the wall. Both bits of them are wooden, of course. However, it's almost like there's a section of it that was removed, cut out, or just moved with time. It's a bit odd. The cut itself does look rather sharp, straight.
I'd like to take the painting down.
You do so. You reveal more of the wall, and you see that there's a small segment of it, roughly a foot high and half a foot wide. Those appear to have the same pattern of being cut.
I can't hear you.
Oh, is
Oh,
that better?
there we go. Yeah.
Okay, okay, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Let me repeat that. As you take down the painting, you see that the pattern that you saw of wood being sharply cut, does indeed appear to be bigger, to appear fuller. More specifically, over a span that's about half a foot high and a foot high and half a foot wide. Almost 2 planks that just seem to be different, like they were cut out or something.
Yeah, maybe I was gonna just kind of look at that sigh. Like, I don't know if I should. Should I just ignore this? I wonder. And I'm gonna try and, like, not kick at the planks, but, like, push my foot against it.
Well, you don't have to raise your foot pretty high. This is about eye level, like.
Oh, it's
the-
eye
the-
level?
yeah, the
oh,
floor
oh
to
shit.
your-
Then never mind. I'm gonna try and push it then with my
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah, you're looking here. The painting is like over the bed, if that makes sense.
Got
And it's
it.
on the wall against the bed.
Okay, I'm gonna push against the planks with my hand.
You do so, and they easily fall. First, they slide away from you, and then towards you as they begin falling to the ground. And it reveals a small cavity, in which there is not much other than a small, faded book. It's hard to make out the letters on top, and the material does seem to have degraded very much. But perhaps luckily, the pages don't seem to have stuck to one another, and some of them should still be legible.
Oh yeah, take that book.
You take the book.
And when I open it, what do I see?
Flipping through a few of the pages, A lot of them don't seem to be legible, either destroyed by small bursts of rain or twirling on themselves, like much of the marbly air in the other parts of the village.
Mhm.
One of them, however, is indeed legible and goes as such. Heard from many people that the dragon should be here soon. Apparently, they've dealt carnage to everyone that was before us. Everyone's already left, but I want to get my treasure back from the observatory. Old Uncle Mathol, he's not been seen since he went, and apparently people have seen weird thing, noises, lights. I need to get it before I leave, but I'm scared. And the passage ends.
Okay. Do it. As long as they're... Mainly check this to make sure there's no one creeping inside somehow, but... I'm gonna pocket that away. And... Yeah, try and rest.
Yeah, try and rest.
Yeah. Like
What is
the... Not coma, but like the weird stasis I can do. Yes.
By this point, Andre, you've definitely completed your painting, and you said you were going into the inn?
He was just going to place it in the inn.
How to place it in the inn. Okay. So, as you go into the inn to put it there, you find Rayla working on tying the horse, Flea Chaser, down to a bit of wood that seems to be sturdier than most of the other construction here.
Andre's just gonna say, "You need help drying off? I can." As he kind of like moves his hands, so I can magic away some of it. It's a little weird with like something's soaked, but
Yeah, that would be nice.
right. I think I can only affect like 1 cubic foot, so depending on how tall Rayla is, it's gonna take like 4 to 5 casts.
Yeah, you can just snap your fingers a couple of times to dry them off.
Yeah, he'll do that. He's not gonna do it to himself because as soon as he does that, he's gonna turn around and go to that tower that he saw.
Okay.
And
You
then
do go towards there.
Yeah,
What's Rayla doing?
Wait, you're going to the tower?
yeah, as he's leaving, he's probably he's gonna say, "I might not come back into the inn. I'm going to that tower."
I can come with. I saw it earlier. It looks kind of interesting.
If you want.
Yeah, sure. And then Layla will go with him.
Let's see. You both head away from the inn and towards the odd tower with the cylinder protruding from it. The tower itself appears to be made of some sort of thick, not stone, not brick-like material, some sort of different make that appears to have much of the strength of both combined, as the tower is by far the best preserved building in the little village. The after 10 meters high, there's a small dome, a half circle that appears to cover it, almost like a hat or a roof. And from that half dome, there's the cylinder protruding from it. You can see from the angle you come in that there's a large shard of glass at the extent of this cylinder. The door to the tower in particular appears to be made of metal. It's been kicked in, or pushed in, perhaps, and it is wide open. There's a good chunk of the wall, however, that's missing to its left, and you can see stairs going up that way. Most of them somehow intact. They seem to be circling around the round building.
Andre's gonna go up it.
What about Rayla?
Yeah, she'll go up the stairs too. on like the stairs, is there anything that looks off or odd, or is it just like stairs?
Down the stairs. Roll investigation.
How? Can I roll it like that? 13.
13. As you look at them, one thing that does strike you is the color seems to be just a little bit different. And it's hard to put your finger on it, but it's almost like it's whiter? Little weird. Maybe it's just a different material. You both go up the stairway. Well, both. Does Rayla go up?
Mhm.
Okay. You both go up, and as you finish climbing them, you arrive at a wide room. All around the circular room are mirrors. There's a total of 10 of them, and all of them seem to somehow be still fairly clean and unbroken. Of course, none of them are in a state where they would be desirable for the average person, but they're not broken in 1,000 pieces. There's a small desk in the center of the room, but beyond which is an odd apparat. It's a connection of metallic cylinders that seem to grow wider and wider the further they go. At the bottom, where a small one, barely the size of a fist, there's a small disc of glass, almost like a monocle. On the table, there's a chair. The chair is lying on the floor, almost on its side, and one of the legs is broken. On the table itself, there's a small case. It appears to be made of metal. As both of you come from the stairs and enter it, you both feel a sharp breeze rolling along your neck. Cool air. And you can both see a twinkle of light emanating from one mirror to another.
I'm gonna see if I can find that. Like, is like a source of, do I know where that source of light is coming from? Is it from that case?
As you try and focus on the light, you can see that it almost seems to be traveling from mirror to mirror. After a few seconds of you focusing on its trajectory, it stops and vanishes for an instant. You hear a low sound, almost like a huff or metal screeching, rising. Sound gets louder and louder and higher for about 5 seconds until it stops, changing in almost the sound of someone that's exhaling while being out of breath. What do you do?
I'm just gonna keep looking around.
There's a desk in the center, right?
There's a desk in the middle of the room, just before the odd cylindrical contraption. On top of the desk, there's a small box that appears to be made of metal. The box is shut.
I'm gonna. It's shut.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to open it.
Sure. You take a step forward, headed to the desk, and you try to open the lid. As you reach the box, I'd like you to make a con save, please.
Oh boy.
It'll be fine.
Gee golly.
Hey, natural 20 for a 22.
Yay!
Good.
Nice.
As you try and open the box, a huge flash of light bursts from one of the mirrors. You manage to withstand the light and aren't blinded by it. You keep your focus on the box and you do open it. Inside you find a book It seems to be in excellent condition. Reading the cover of it, it goes, On the Dreams of Locksmiths by Clarissa Galmier. At this point, Rayla, I'd like you to make a con save as well.
Um, 20.
20. Pretty good, too. Another burst of light from one of the mirrors goes to try and blind you. You manage to whip out your head and block the light from entering your eyes. It doesn't blind you quite either. And you can feel movement. Both of you can hear the screeching going along the walls as all around you light starts to emanate. And it bounces from one mirror to another and starts to coat the entire room. The floor, the ceiling, the arched dome, the walls, all of them start to be faded and in white yellow. I'd like both of you to roll initiative.
Okay. Did we get a? I gotta ask. Did we get a short rest while we were on that cart?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have a short
Okay,
rest.
because I was like, this will be a very different combat if that's not the case.
Yeah, you get a short
Yeah.
rest, but definitely not a long rest.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'd say actually only you get one, since Rayla, you were out in the rain the entire time. And yeah, out in the rain during a storm, not exactly relaxing.
Quick question. Does anyone... Okay, I'm gonna ask. Do you happen to remember how much damage I took in that one fight earlier? Because
I don't know if
Any.
you took any.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't take any?
You were so
Yeah.
far away just sniping people. I don't think you took any.
Yeah, you
Okay,
did.
that's why I have full HP.
Yeah.
I was better. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you're just so good at video games, Josh.
I just thought there was something wrong. Okay, about that. I feel so bad. I have to roll initiative there.
All right. Then initiative. Okay. I got a 19.
Pretty good. A 22. Oh my god. Or you got a plus 13 and you're still getting beat.
Yeah,
Gotta
I
get good.
rolled a 6.
Damn, poor guy. Alright. The huge flash of light goes all around the room, and looking around, you find you don't quite see the exit anymore. In fact, you don't see the walls or the ceiling. All around you is nothing but light. You can sense a malevolent force approaching. It darts from one mirror to another, to another, to another. You can feel a gaze upon you. It seems to look through you, look through your movements. And Rayla, you're up. As the gaze and the movement goes from the mirror to another, you react first and move. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to move up to the mirrors and try to break one.
Okay, so you go to one of the mirrors and you try and break one. Okay. Roll to hit. How do you do that actually? You just punch it? Use your bow? Your axe?
I'm using my axe.
Okay.
A 14.
14. As you slam against the mirror, a force within it seems to leave, and you don't manage to quite catch it. But you do hit the mirror. Roll damage.
Nine.
9 points of damage. You hit the mirror, and it breaks into 1,000 pieces, flying all over the room. There's now shards of glass strewn all over the quote-unquote floor of it. All of them still reflecting light. Immediately after you do that, light starts to bounce off. First, it was only on the mirrors along the walls. Now it's also on the floor, everywhere. It moves quickly and does not stop. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Okay. A reminder that you have multi-attack if you want to.
Yeah, I feel like I need to know what I'm doing to do that, so yeah.
Okay. After you break the mirror, it's now its turn. Rayla, as you approach the mirror, shatter it. It flies all around, and you feel a hand grasp you from behind you. One of the shards still in the air. Andre, you can see a being. It looks almost like a shadow residing in the mirror, like a twisted reflection of one. It grasps for Rayla with fingers of pure white. And does an 18 hit your AC?
Yep.
Rayla, you feel fingers digging deeply into your back. The sensation is very unpleasant, as it's almost not like a wound from a knife or anything like it, but almost like you're being dissected, like someone stealing you, studying you. And you take 9 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
As you do so, the creature turns around. And Andre, I'd like you to make a con save.
Alright. I got a dirty 20.
Good. The shadow of light turns to you, and from it, the eyes bore into you, into your skull. The light fills your mind, but you push it out quickly, and you are not blinded. The creature then disappears, sliding back into one of the mirrors, and zooming around, from one mirror to another, to another, to another. That is the creature's turn. Andre, you're up.
What the fuck
many
did you
mirrors are on the
guys
walls?
do?
We're fine.
How many mirrors are on the walls again?
There were 10, now there's 9, and there's a couple thousand pieces on the ground.
Yeah, I feel like I
Thousand?
probably should have gone.
Yash broke
I
one of the
broke the
mirrors.
mirror.
But like that many? That's crazy. Are they like massive?
Yeah, they are. They're. Oh, sorry, I wasn't clear on that. Yes, each of the mirror is about 1 meter to 2 meters tall, and each of
2
them.
meters?
Yeah,
What the
they're
fuck did you
they're
guys
pretty big mirrors.
do?
I forgot to mention that. I'm sorry. That's all.
2 meters? Okay.
Yeah, they are big mirrors. Each of them
like-
is in a rectangular design, and they're all actually connected to one another. Together, they form some sort of cylindrical outline of the room itself, so they kind of are the wall.
Okay, is there anything on them that, like, is there something above, is there like a tarp above them?
A tarp.
Like, I'm just saying, like, is there a way to, is there like a way that is built in here to cover them? Like, is there something above them that you could just roll down?
No, there is no such thing.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'm gonna see if I can hit it with Vicious Mockery.
Okay. It's a
Wisdom save of 15.
wisdom saving throw. That is a 16.
Okay, well then nothing happens.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's the cue.
describe how it looks.
He's just going to like say like just some quick like some singular line like die in abyssal, which probably sounds horrifying to Rayla. And then if it doesn't work, he's like, ah, well, at least it hit, or at least he's like, okay, I think I can target it. Then he's just gonna bardically inspire Rayla because I remember I didn't use a single time last time because no one was in my range. And I was
400.
also down.
Yeah. Alright, you do that. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Rayla, you're up. Looking around you, the creature seems to have vanished. You can see neon light still bouncing from mirror to mirror to mirror to mirror with a man's speed. Each time you try and turn to face the light, it moves almost to be behind you.
Um, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna try to wait in front of the mirrors and make it look like I'm not doing anything. And if it does happen to bounce in front of me, I'm gonna try to attack it then.
Okay, so you're readying an action to attack?
Yes.
I see. What's the attack with? Your X?
Axe.
Okay. And that's your turn?
Yes.
Fantastic. The creature bounces and bounces and bounces all around. You can see the light going from mirror to mirror to mirror once more. And seeing you're not facing it, it goes to attack you once more, Rayla. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, I think it hits.
You think that hits?
Yeah, I think it hits.
Okay. And that is... that is 7 points of radiant damage. You can feel fingers just sticking deeply into your skull as they reach through your neck and try and grasp at your brain. Through it, you can sense interest, you can sense curiosity, you can sense a thirst to know. The creature rips out its fingers and leaves no wound upon you. You do take the radiant damage, however, 7 of them. It then does move in front of you and tries to blind you. You get your ready to action.
Need to roll for attack, right?
Yes.
Um,
Before you do, however, make a con save, please.
I can do that.
You have a d6.
11. Yeah.
You can.
Oh, my
you,
con
don't,
save is an 11, by the way.
you don't have to use it, but you can.
I might need to use it. Make that a 14.
14, okay. That's barely good enough. The
Yeah.
creature throws once more, it glance at you, and light starts to fill your mind. You blink a few times and you quickly push it out, and then you swing for it. You can roll for your ready to attack.
Yeah, that's a 4.
That's a 4. 4 will not hit, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You do get multi-attack, so you got another one.
Yeah. That is a 10.
A 10. A 10 will sadly not hit either. As the creature moves in front of you, it throws the orb of light. It destabilizes you just enough. You take a moment to regroup your thoughts, and just as you were about to swing for the exposed limb of the creature, it retracts it. You whiff by just a few centimeters. You try and catch it back using the upswing of the axe, but you also miss on that one. The creature retreats in the mirror. And that is the end of its turn. Double, you're up.
Man, I don't know. You can't cover it. There's too many mirrors. I might be able to target with spells. But breaking them doesn't seem to be the case either. Staring at it kind of doesn't work either. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to use Vicious Mockery on it again.
Okay. It's a wisdom.
Yeah.
Go for it. That's a 2.
That fails. It takes
Yeah.
4 psychic damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack.
All right. What do you say to it?
Trying to think of a. It's going to be an abyssal. Probably just like stop, you know, because he's just like a little annoyed at this.
All right, you do so. The creature, as, as you say, the creature, it seems to recoil for a moment, almost surprised, and it takes damage. Anything else?
I'm gonna bardically inspire Rayla again.
All right.
Yeah, you can do that.
That'll be my turn.
All right. Rayla, you're up.
I don't want to be up. Okay. Do I see the creature at all right now?
The creature seems to have moved from the mirror that was right in front of you. It bounces once more from mirror to mirror. Whenever you or Andre can have line of sight directly on it, it moves. It almost seems to try and position itself directly behind you at all times.
Yeah, I'll just ready another action where I'm staring away from the mirrors.
So you.
And,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, if it does try to touch me, like, behind me, then, like, she'll try to turn around and hit her with an axe.
Okay. And that's your turn?
Yep.
Alright. The creature's turn does come. And this time it sets its sights on you, Andre.
Mm.
It slides behind you and tries to hit. And that is an 8.
That
It,
misses.
as it tries to reach out for you, to grasp once more, the head. You manage to dodge out of the way nimbly. Turning around, you see it. The figure really does seem like a shadow, only comprised of light. Pure white and yellow light. It grasps at you, and you looking directly into its eyes, you can see immense knowledge. You can see clearly an appetite for it that has not been satiated. But through it, you can also see immense cruelty. The creature bounces once more to try and get behind you, and moves around, and moves, and moves, and moves. And once more, it tries to blind you. Roll a con save.
Alright. Ooh, that's a natural 1.
Woo!
As light exudes from the being and starts to fill the room all around you, you lose sight of what you're even looking at. All around you is nothing but white and white and white all around. There's no end to it, and you're now blinded.
Okay.
And that is the end of the creature's turn. You're up.
I can't do anything when I'm blinded, I think, so I'm just gonna hold my attack if I do, and if something attack, like, and if I can kind of feel it get close to me, I'm just gonna swipe at it.
Okay. So you ready to attack? What do you swipe at with? Is it your sickle?
Yes.
Okay. You do so, and we're back to Rayla. You're up. The creature once more is bouncing. Looking behind you, you see Andre just trying to look everywhere. Clearly, he doesn't actually see. He's very dazed and sometimes he's picking up and left, right, but clearly not in any organized way. What do you do?
Um. On these like mirrors, like I'm gonna if I go there and like pull on it, does like the mirror like come down?
Yes, actually, it's mounted to the wall through some sort of small, well, not small, but some sizable socket, if you will. So if you wanted to, you could just pull it off and put it on the ground or put it somewhere else.
Dang it! I thought it was built into the wall. I'm stupid. I was like, what if we just put the mirrors on the floor face down?
Yeah.
I think I saw this in like a Scooby-Doo episode.
Yeah, I'll go to the mirror like closest to me and just try to pull it down and put it on the floor.
All right, sure. Roll athletics, as it is quite sizable.
Athletics, damn,
Sure hope you don't drop it.
that'd be bad. You would land it in my 3.
3. As you try and grab a hold of the mirror, the creature appears on it, and it surprises you. You let out a small gasp as you're surprised, and you drop down the mirror. It falls to the ground, and on you, 1,000 shards of glass just erupt. And make a dex save. That'll be DC 12.
14.
A 14, good. The shards of glass just erupt and launch themselves all around the room. And you take two halved. God damn it! God damn it! It's okay. They're not made of ice.
It's the mirrors.
They're not made of ice. It's okay. But you take 2 points of damage halved, so only 1. As shards of glass just all around try and just shoot themselves around the room, and you manage to avoid quite a few of them, but a couple do catch you. Anything else? You still have your action and bonus action, as that would be your interact with an object free action.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Together. I'll go to the mirror number 7 now to try to take it down and put it on the floor face down.
All right, roll another athletics. At this point, the floor is starting to get pretty full with just sharp shards of glass.
Yeah, that's my bad, guys. Did you partially inspire me again, by the way?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Just wondering. Ooh!
Is that a 1?
Perhaps.
It's a okay.
There's no way.
Once more, as you go and grab the mirror, the creature shows itself, and it reaches from the mirror to try and grab on you. Once more, shocked, you drop the mirror, and you're just not expecting it. You drop it and automatically fail your dex save, and you take. Ooh, that's a shame. You take 8 points of slashing damage as the shards of glass erupting fall right where you are, and a few of them embed themselves deeply into your legs, mostly.
I was just gonna call up to Audrey, like, hey, you should take down the mirrors on the wall. I can't do it.
Yeah, I'll be right with you on that.
Just point out you can't see, right? Or something like that. You look
Yeah, he is
off.
blind. He's like, great, yeah, I'll be sure to do that.
I think you have a better chance than me.
I don't. I have a -1 to strength. Well, I guess athletics, I actually think I have a +0 instead of a -1. Because I have jack of all trades. But, you know.
I have +1, but it doesn't really matter in truth in life. What we're good at.
And as that is the end of, well, it is the end of your turn, right, Marilla?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything else.
Alright. as that's the end of your turn, you're very focused on the glass stabbed into your legs that you don't notice the creature moving away so much. Andre, you do feel movement from behind you, and you get your opportunity attack as a creature tries to attack from behind you.
I'll go with disadvantage. Watch this.
Yeah.
First one. Oh, wow, it's
Great.
already bad. That's a 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sadly will not hit. Man, y'all rolled so great on your checks before, and now you can't roll above 3.
Now I can't take a mirror off the wall.
Yeah, you're doing great though. So, yeah, if a 10 won't work, neither will the other roll. So, yeah, right. You try and swing for where you think the creature is, but you don't quite seem to connect with anything. What you do feel, however, is a creature connecting against you as okay. Yeah. As a 22, I assume will hit you.
Yeah.
And it slices deeply. Oh my lord. Okay. Deeply into you. It hands reaching almost through you completely, through your heart and out the other way. You can feel it scanning your emotions. Yeah, although you're still blinded, you can see in front of you certain scenes of your past flashing. Visions, faces of a variety of people, each of them dear to you. And the creature seems to watch. As you take 14 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Which, yeah, ouch.
Are you guys good?
No.
No.
I'm about
They
to
went
die,
there
actually.
alone, bro.
Why?
I don't know.
I wasn't expecting there to be a light creature in here.
Okay, yeah, I expect something bad, but not this bad.
I was gonna wait for you guys to come back and then tell you guys what I found in the book and be like, we should all go there together.
Same. Same.
I wanted to look at the cool cylinder.
They just booked it.
I was curious, and I was like, oh, maybe these ghost stories are
Is
real.
there like some tingly sense I can have? Do I have spider sense that my friends are dying?
Don't have spider sense that your friends are dying.
Fuck.
This is not making you can hear, but no, yeah, because of the harsh weather, you probably wouldn't hear glass breaking, even with your sharp senses, because there's a lot of lightning and thunder. Oh yeah,
We're gonna die.
don't make it out of this one, folks, because this is you guys have, you guys have done 4 points of damage so far.
So like, this is me right now, and then you guys are just dying.
Yeah.
Oh my! I've never actually felt stressed during a fight. I'm actually so hopeless.
I hope you're gonna do great, because dear lord, it's not looking too hot. And the creature will then turn back to you, Rayla. Once more you see it appear in front of you from one of the shards embedded deep inside your leg. And you can see its eyes peering into yours once more. And you already know what to expect. A con save, please.
Mm-hmm. A 10.
You have Bardic Inspiration.
And
I have
Uh,
Bardic
one-
Inspiration.
you do have Bardic Inspiration.
I
I
have
hope.
Bardic Inspiration.
Alright.
A 15.
A 15 does it. The creature nearly blinds you, but you remember the advice that Andre gave you earlier as he
Yeah, I
shouted the
do.
words of warning to you. And thanks to him, you managed to avoid being completely blinded. The creature's gaze failing on you. And that's the end of its turn. Andre, you're up.
Am I still blind?
Yes. You won't be at the end of your turn, though.
Great. Well, I don't remember where anything is. So I'm just gonna take the dodge action, I guess.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
And he's just gonna say, hey, we should just run. It likes mirrors. So just get out.
Is the door still there? Like, can we see it?
Oh yeah, the door
Can I
is
see?
blocked off. Never mind. Yeah, he wouldn't say that. I forgot. It disappeared.
Yeah.
Well,
There's still, okay, I should be
looking
hopeful.
looking all around you, you do indeed see quite as though the entire building is made of light itself. It's hard to tell distance and the like. Um, so yeah, it would be a bit hard to find the exit, but it should still be possible. So yeah, you're it's back up to you, Rayla.
Um, I'll make my way back towards where I think the back of the room is and try to feel around for like a door or an exit.
Sure. You move along the wall, just using your hands to try and touch everything, the seat, and you make your way about halfway through the room until you arrive at a spot that where that starts inclining downwards. Yeah, that's looking like it. I don't remember any other spots in the room that inclines downwards, but it must be the stairs.
Um, I'm gonna try to make my way. Is Andre still Brian? He's not, right?
He's not dead. He's not doing too hot though.
I mean, he's not blind anymore, right?
No, he is not.
Yeah, I'll just like yell to like Andre, like I think this is the exit.
Okay. Then go.
Okay, I'm gonna step outside the room. You wanna like leave?
Okay.
Damn.
You
I
start
wanna
going,
leave.
you start going down the stairs, going just a few of them, until you run out of movements. You've
Yeah, I'm not
barely-
going that far down the stairs. Like I'll be like a little bit outside the room.
Okay, so you make it down like 4 or 5 stairs, just a couple of them.
Yeah.
And you're outside the room. As you exit it, you do notice that the rest of the tower doesn't seem to be covered in the white of the that emerged within the observatory portion of it. And you can see the stone still dirty, still old, still destroyed in many places, and the crinkly stairs, weak, almost on the verge of breaking. Anything else?
No.
Alright. And it'll be the creature's turn as it sees you trying to leave. You can feel the burst of light from your leg going away. Going back to you, Andre. As it tries to attack from behind once more.
Okay.
That you got pretty lucky there. Oh wait, advantage and disadvantage cancel each other,
Does it still
right?
have advantage on me?
Well, attack from behind,
Is
you can't see it, so yeah, unseen
Okay.
attacker, that's advantage. Right, they cancel each other. So actually, never mind that about the luck, as it got a 19 and then a 3. They cancel one another, so only the 19. And you take 9 points of radiant damage.
okay.
Feel the claws sink themselves deeply into you.
I can't
And-
use my inspiration to have a monster roll, right?
No.
Damn.
It's just giving yourself advantage.
Damn.
You can, yes you can. You can make anybody reroll anything with inspiration.
Hey, Double. How you doing?
I'm alright.
Truly.
Well, no, but I'm alive.
Do you want to take the 19?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. And as the fingers dig themselves deep into you, it brings back to you memories of a few years ago. You remember the chains. You remember when the wall broke and the light came. And once more, make a con save, please.
myself advantage on this with my
Yeah,
inspiration.
yeah, yeah.
I
Need it.
hope you get it. I'm gonna be real
Okay,
honest with
I
you.
actually
'Cause
didn't
it's
even.
not look.
Nope, I used it up, but I got a
Can't get out
19.
of the room.
I hope it works, buddy. Because
You got.
I'll
19.
be honest with you. You need a 13 or above.
Yeah, I got 19.
19. That's good. You manage to avoid once more the light that seeks deeply to enter your eyes, and you avoid being blinded. The creature's gaze does not match your own. It retreats once more in the world of mirrors. And that's the end of its turn. You're up.
Alright, I'm gonna bonus action dash and get 60 feet and see how far that gets me.
Sure. I assume you're trying to follow in Yasha's footsteps to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yes. You do so, dashing towards where she said the entrance or exit was. You do arrive to it, although it's very unintuitive at first. You do see Rayla down a few steps, and as you exit through the portal of the stairs, the world starts to regain its texture. In the room, the light does seem to start reverberating. It starts going in on itself. And now you can once more see the texture of the stones on the wall, on the floor, on the steps. On the inside of the room, however, there's still a bit of white reverberating through the inside towards the little box. You do anything else?
I don't want to leave Rayla behind, so I'm gonna take the dodge action again.
Okay. You do so. And Rilla, it's your turn. Andre's managed to catch up, and he is looking very rough. Although there doesn't appear to be any physical scars or wounds on him, looking at his face and at his eyes, it almost looks like his soul is being sapped. You can see them heavy, and light has started to fade from them. Just a little bit.
How far down the steps did he get?
He's just behind you, right?
I had 60 feet, so I don't know how far away I
You
was
went,
from Rayla.
went past her? Okay. So he'd be nearly at the exit with that. Just before exiting. Waiting for you.
Yeah, I'll just try to. Yeah, I'll dash and try to go down as far as possible.
Alright. You both of you go down and you're both at the exit. As you walk down the stairs, you can see light glinting in the shards of glass still stuck within your leg. It seems to be going away, however, the light itself. The further you get away from the room, the less frequently you see it. You do anything else? Do you leave the building or anything like that?
Yeah.
Alright. You do so. You're back out in the open with still rain, thunder, lightning pouring all around you. And you're once more in a desolate village. Andre, just behind you. You don't see any of the light from the glass on your leg anymore. And that's your turn?
Yep.
Fantastic. And at this point, you can both exit initiative. What do you do?
I'm just gonna spit on the ground and start walking towards the end.
That's okay. We're not gonna say anything. Okay.
What's there to say?
We just got beat up by some shadow light creature. Is this? It's kind of odd.
Yeah?
Has this happened to you before?
No, but I mean, we seem to be fine now.
I feel like I should be useful by now, but I feel like I'll never get
know.
get you when you do this, yeah.
Plus, I'm not sure if you know, but I really don't care if I die, so...
Alright. Well, we care if you die, so don't do that.
I'm not trying to.
Let's just go find Mavis.
Alright.
And I assume you both make your way back to the inn,
Yeah.
and you do make it. Mavis, as they enter, you hear the loud sound of the wood crinkling, barely holding under their weight. One of the sets of footsteps that enters seems to be heavier, slower than the other.
How long has it been?
Maybe 20 minutes. Not much more.
Oh, you guys. What you been doing?
Dying.
Did she see the glass in my leg?
I don't see you guys yet. I hear you guys.
Oh, you hear us.
Yeah.
Hi, Mavis.
Hey. And I guess I'll get up and go look out to where they are. Oh shit!
Go on. Sorry.
Are you okay?
No.
What happened?
There's a thing in that tower.
Yeah, we went up the tower because, I don't know,
Oh.
there was some shadow creature. A light creature.
Oh, you're talking about the observatory? Yeah, I found a book that mentioned something about the light thing.
Wait, DM,
Oh.
does Andre know what an observatory is?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, I've still been going off of that explanation. I was like, wait a second. He probably...
He'd probably know. They're not exactly common, but actually make a history check to see how much you know. You definitely know what they generally look like, though.
Oh, that was almost 5. Okay, a soft 20.
A soft. Oh my, a soft. Okay. With that, you know that they are actually commonplace in among scholarly people, and there have been theories recently as to the roles of the stars, the sun, and the moon, and their place on the world, as well as their influence on magic as a whole. There's quite a few theories, but they're very complex for any non-mages.
Alright. Oh. He's gonna wordlessly turn and walk to his room.
Okay.
You should probably get that out of your leg, by the way.
Huh? Oh, yeah. I don't have anything to bandage it with. Should I just take it out? Doesn't seem like a good idea.
He shrugs. Mavis is the doctor or whatever.
Yeah.
Talk to her about it. And I got some reading to do.
Yeah, do your reading, I guess.
I'm just gonna stop. Almost like gonna like look back. He's a little proud. He's like, alright. And then he walks in the room.
Look what you done to poor old Rayla. She was so sweet.
Yeah,
and
he's
now
like,
she
oh, she's got some
asked you.
attitude. Alright, there we go.
Rayla's just gonna like go into like the room where Mavis used to be, I guess, and just like chill there.
Alright. You do so. I assume you get ready to like sleep and get all your stuff out to have it dry a bit and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Alright. You do so. And we'll switch back to Andre. You enter your room. Well, your approximation of the room, that is. Through it, there's a hole at the end of the wall. Your rain seems to be coming in. Luckily, the wind is blowing in the opposite direction.
Hey,
The,
I'm really sorry. I have to go.
Alright.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm really sorry. It's a family thing.
Yeah, no
Oh,
problem.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
Alright.
Go take care of that. No worries.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.
See you.
See ya.
All right. So we'll just finish this then, and we'll call it a day.
Yeah. What's the exact title of the book? I need to type it down.
The book itself reads "On the Dreams of Locksmiths" by Theresa Galmier.
All right. That was my main question.
All right. And you said you wanted to do some reading. So do you read the book, or did you get ready to sleep?
Yeah, he'll read it a bit.
All right. You opening it, you find luckily that it's written in common, and in it, there's quite a bit of detail by the author, about dreams. Especially, it draws parallels between odd sorts of mystic dreams, and she qualifies as silver dreams, experienced by many carpenters, masons, and other artisans, and what they might reveal about the way the world is made. Sometimes the dreams themselves are funny. Sometimes they're more mourned. Um, at the end, she draws this conclusion, this questioning. Time and again, we hear of the wood which rises from the world's foundation. All trees reach for light. What does the wood reach for? Is there a difference between light and light? One of the two words is spelled with a capital L. I think the key to dreams of the wood might be one of these. The one that isn't exactly real.
Right. Alrighty. If that's what he can get with a decent amount of reading, he'll just get ready to go to sleep.
Alright. Does that. And that is where we'll end the session.
Alright.
Please.